Welcome, Sigma sisters. In a world where attention seems to be a badge of honor, Sigma women move differently. For us, being noticed isn't about validation. It's an unwanted disruption, a challenge to the freedom we protect so fiercely. Our power doesn't come from the spotlight, but from our ability to live life on our own terms, far from society's expectations. In today's video, we'll explore why Sigma women prefer to remain in the background and how it's more than just a choice. It's a key to preserving our independence. Be sure to subscribe to the Sigma Sisterhood channel for more insights into the art of unapologetically living life your way. Let's dive in. 1. They don't want to be a public product. Sigma women fiercely guard their autonomy, and one of their biggest fears is being turned into a public product. When they are thrust into the spotlight, it feels like their individuality is being stripped away. They suddenly become subject to everyone's opinions, unsolicited advice, and assumptions about how they should live their lives. This is exactly what they try to avoid at all costs. Sigma women value their identity as their own creation, not something shaped by societal pressures or external expectations. When people start to notice them, they begin to form judgments, how they should dress, act, or even think. To a Sigma, this kind of scrutiny is suffocating. They do not live to please others or conform to what the world wants to see. Instead, they live by their own values and decisions, and they refuse to be molded into something that fits someone else's standards. The idea of becoming a public product means constantly being on display, and this compromises the deep sense of control Sigma women need to feel in their lives. When noticed, it's like they're being placed in a glass box for others to gawk at, dissect, and judge. Sigma women treasure the ability to move freely without being pigeonholed into roles that society often pushes on them. For them, being unnoticed is about maintaining that freedom, allowing them to live without the burden of constantly catering to others' expectations. In a world where everyone craves visibility and fame, Sigma women defy the norm. They find strength in being the directors of their own lives, controlling who gets to see them and when. To a Sigma, life is about self-ownership, about living authentically without being consumed by the public's gaze. Their refusal to be treated like a public commodity is a testament to their deep sense of self-worth and their relentless need for independence. 2. Public attention is a breeding ground for misrepresentation. When the spotlight finds a Sigma woman, it often distorts the image others have of her. She isn't shy or afraid of being seen, but public attention can lead to misunderstanding and misrepresentation, which are particularly unsettling for her. Sigma women value authenticity above all else, and when they step into the public eye, they often find that people misinterpret their intentions or actions, painting them in ways that don't align with who they truly are. This misrepresentation goes beyond the surface. It's not just a matter of people getting her wrong. It feels like a personal violation of the identity she's worked hard to define. Sigma women aren't here to explain themselves to the world or correct the misconceptions others might have. Instead, they prefer to avoid the noise altogether. When people notice them, assumptions start to build, and soon they're dealing with a version of themselves that's been shaped by other people's opinions, not by the truth of their own character. Misrepresentation can be particularly damaging because it often leads to further misunderstandings, expectations, and pressures. People start to think they know what a Sigma woman should do or how she should act, and this disconnect creates frustration. For Sigma females, this kind of attention is not worth the trouble. They'd much rather be true to themselves in private than have their identity reshaped by someone else's narrative in the public eye. Staying unnoticed allows them to avoid this cycle of misunderstanding and gives them the freedom to remain in control of their own story. They don't need to be seen or validated by others to know who they are. In fact, for Sigma women, the less they are seen, the more they can stay grounded in their authenticity, free from the misrepresentations that often come with the spotlight. For them, being misunderstood in the public sphere is not just inconvenient, it's a betrayal of the individuality they cherish so deeply. 3. Being noticed compromises their observational advantage. Sigma women are natural observers, always keenly aware of their surroundings. When they're not the center of attention, they are able to quietly observe and analyze the world around them, picking up on subtleties that others miss. They thrive on this ability to assess people and situations from the shadows, allowing them to make informed decisions and navigate complex dynamics without interference. However, when the spotlight turns on them, they lose this advantage. The moment people realize they're being observed, their behavior changes. They become more guarded, more self-aware, and the authenticity of their actions fades. Instead of witnessing people as they truly are, Sigma women are now seeing performances, carefully constructed versions of reality that have been altered by the awareness of being watched. For a Sigma, this loss is profound. Their sharp, intuitive sense of how people think and behave is one of their strongest tools, and when it's compromised, they feel off balance. Being noticed takes away their edge, making it harder to assess situations with the clarity they rely on. It turns the world into a stage where everyone is acting, leaving the Sigma woman without the raw, unfiltered insight she values so much. In many ways, staying in the background allows Sigma females to see the world more clearly. They can watch interactions unfold in their most natural state, without the distortion of performance. This gives them a strategic advantage, enabling them to understand people on a deeper level and maneuver through life with precision. For them, being noticed isn't just uncomfortable, it's a disruption to the observational power they hold so dear. 4. Drains their mental energy. Social interactions can be draining for Sigma females, particularly when they feel forced or surface level. While some people thrive on constant socialization, Sigma women recharge in solitude. They enjoy deep, meaningful conversations, but find small talk and superficial engagement mentally exhausting. When attention is drawn to them, it often comes with expectations for interaction, questions, comments, or simply the pressure to engage socially. For Sigma women, this feels like an invasion of their mental space. They're not inclined to give more of themselves than they're willing, and having to engage with others, especially in shallow ways, can sap their energy quickly. Constant attention forces them to be on when they'd much rather be reflecting, thinking deeply, or just enjoying their own company. It's not that Sigma women dislike people. They value genuine, thoughtful connections, but too much attention, especially the kind that demands constant interaction, feels like a drain on their mental reserves. They need time alone to process their thoughts, recharge their energy, and reconnect with themselves. When they're continuously pulled into social interactions, it leaves them feeling depleted and disconnected from their own needs. This is why Sigma females fiercely protect their alone time. It's not a sign of antisocial behavior, but rather an acknowledgement of what they need to maintain their mental well-being. When unwanted attention pulls them out of their solitude, it feels like a slow leak in their mental fuel tank, leaving them with little space for introspection or meaningful thought. For Sigma women, solitude isn't just a preference, it's a necessity for maintaining their mental clarity and emotional balance. 5. The Sigma female way of life attracts jealousy. The independence, self-sufficiency, and quiet confidence that define Sigma women often stir up feelings of jealousy in others, even though Sigma females don't actively seek attention or validation. Their ability to thrive on their own terms, whether in their careers, relationships, or personal lives, can intimidate those who feel the need to conform to societal norms. Sigma females aren't out to impress anyone, but their success often speaks for itself. While they aren't loud or boastful, their quiet determination and refusal to play by traditional rules can make others feel threatened. People who rely on external validation or follow conventional paths may view the Sigma's independence as a challenge, leading to feelings of envy or inadequacy. What makes Sigma females particularly enviable is that they don't engage in typical social dynamics. They don't seek out attention or strive to please others, and this can make their success seem effortless. This natural ability to live authentically, without the need for external approval, can create tension with those who feel they need to constantly prove themselves. For Sigma women, this jealousy is simply a byproduct of living their lives authentically. They aren't interested in competing with others, and they don't measure their success by societal standards. Instead, they carve their own path, focusing on personal growth and fulfillment. While others might see them as competition, Sigma women are more concerned with their own journey, unconcerned by the opinions or judgments of others. 6. The freedom of not being noticed fuels their creativity. For Sigma women, creativity thrives in the absence of outside pressure. When the world's eyes aren't constantly on them, they have the space to dream, explore, and create without the fear of judgment or expectation. This freedom is crucial because it allows them to take risks, make mistakes, and discover new ideas without being held to the standards that come with public scrutiny. Sigma women tend to be highly creative, but their process is often deeply personal. They don't create to impress others or to fit into predefined molds. They create because it's a form of self-expression. When they are left unnoticed, they can immerse themselves fully in their creative projects, free from the interruptions that come with attention. The moment people start watching, however, it feels like the creative flow is interrupted by self-consciousness or concern about how others might perceive their work. The pressure to meet external expectations can stifle innovation, making it harder to stay true to the personal vision that fuels Sigma women's creativity. When their work is in the public eye, the feedback and opinions of others can start to creep in, subtly influencing their direction. This can lead to hesitation or a fear of experimenting, ultimately diluting the originality that makes their work so powerful. On the other hand, when they're not in the spotlight, Sigma women can fully embrace their creative process without worrying about the opinions of others. They're free to pursue projects that are meaningful to them, experiment with new ideas, and push boundaries in ways that might not be possible under public scrutiny. This space for unfiltered creativity is a key reason why Sigma women often choose to remain in the background, where they can cultivate their ideas and bring them to life in their purest form. In many ways, being unnoticed is a blessing for Sigma women because it allows them to focus on what truly matters to them, the process of creation itself. Whether they're writing, painting, designing, or pursuing any other form of art, they do it for themselves, not for the approval of others. This authenticity is what makes their creative output so compelling, and it's why they prefer to work quietly, away from the public eye. 7. Being unnoticed helps maintain their inner peace. For Sigma women, peace of mind is non-negotiable. They value inner harmony above the chaos and distractions that often come with public attention. Being in the spotlight can feel like a constant invasion, with too many voices, opinions, and judgments pulling them away from their inner calm. By staying unnoticed, Sigma women protect their mental and emotional well-being, allowing them to stay centered in a world that often demands too much. Public attention brings with it an influx of external energy, comments, expectations, and often unsolicited advice. For a Sigma woman, this energy can feel overwhelming, disturbing the sense of peace she carefully cultivates. She's deeply introspective, spending a lot of time reflecting on her thoughts and emotions. When the world starts to notice her, it becomes harder to retreat into that space of calm reflection, making it difficult to maintain the mental balance she thrives on. The pressures of being noticed can also bring unnecessary drama or conflict. People might expect Sigma women to engage in social dynamics they have no interest in, or they might project their own insecurities onto them, stirring up tension. For Sigma females, this is more than just an annoyance. It's a distraction from the peace they seek in their daily lives. That's why they choose to remain on the sidelines, where they can observe life without being pulled into its emotional turbulence. Maintaining inner peace is one of the cornerstones of the Sigma female way of life. It allows them to stay true to themselves, unaffected by the noise of the outside world. By staying unnoticed, they can focus on their personal growth, goals, and emotional well-being without having to deal with the expectations of others. It's not about being antisocial. It's about preserving the calm that allows them to navigate life with clarity and purpose. In the end, the peace that comes from staying unnoticed isn't just about avoiding the public eye. It's about protecting their emotional and mental space. Sigma women understand that in a world that constantly demands attention and engagement, true peace comes from within, and they'll do whatever it takes to maintain it. 8. It empowers them to master their skills without distraction. One of the greatest strengths of Sigma women is their ability to focus intensely on their goals. Being unnoticed allows them to hone their skills without the distractions that come from public attention or social expectations. When others aren't constantly watching or judging their every move, they can dedicate themselves fully to mastering their craft, whether that's in their careers, hobbies, or personal development. Sigma women are naturally independent learners. They prefer to immerse themselves in their interests and passions without having to deal with external pressures. This deep focus helps them grow and improve at an accelerated rate because they can concentrate all their energy on self-improvement. They're not concerned with competing with others or living up to societal expectations. Instead, they focus on becoming the best version of themselves. When people are in the spotlight, they can sometimes feel pressured to perform or deliver results quickly, which can compromise the learning process. Sigma women, on the other hand, have the freedom to take their time. They know that true mastery takes patience, dedication, and sometimes failure. They don't shy away from the challenges and setbacks that come with learning. They embrace them, knowing that these are the experiences that will ultimately lead to success. Additionally, staying unnoticed helps Sigma women avoid distractions like unsolicited advice, criticism, or comparison. Social media and other platforms often put people in positions where they're constantly being compared to others, which can create unnecessary stress or self-doubt. Sigma women prefer to avoid this noise, focusing instead on their personal growth at their own pace. By keeping a low profile, they can experiment, make mistakes, and refine their skills without the weight of external judgment. This approach to mastery isn't just limited to professional skills. Whether it's developing emotional intelligence, improving physical health, or expanding their knowledge in a particular subject, Sigma women are committed to lifelong learning. Their ability to avoid distractions and focus on their personal evolution is a major reason they stand out, even if they don't actively seek attention. In summary, by remaining unnoticed, Sigma women create the perfect environment for mastering their skills without distraction. This freedom allows them to pursue excellence on their terms, without the interference or pressure that often comes with being in the spotlight. It's a unique power that sets them apart, and it's why they often achieve great things quietly, without needing public validation. 9. Staying unnoticed allows them to be selective with their energy. Another powerful aspect of the Sigma woman's nature is her ability to be selective about where and with whom she invests her energy. Since she isn't driven by the need for external validation, she's not afraid to say no to people or activities that don't align with her values or goals. Being unnoticed helps her conserve her energy and direct it toward meaningful endeavors, rather than getting caught up in the social obligations that others might feel pressured to fulfill. Many people, especially those who are constantly in the public eye, feel the need to please others or meet societal expectations. This can lead to burnout, as they spend too much time and energy trying to keep everyone happy or live up to unrealistic standards. Sigma women are different. By staying out of the spotlight, they can focus solely on what matters to them, ensuring that their energy is used efficiently and purposefully. When you're unnoticed, there's less pressure to engage in small talk, attend every social event, or participate in activities that don't align with your personal priorities. Sigma women know that their energy is precious, and they refuse to waste it on things that don't add value to their lives. This allows them to stay focused on their goals, maintain their emotional well-being, and cultivate deeper, more meaningful relationships with the few people they do choose to connect with. Because of their introspective nature, Sigma women are highly attuned to their emotional and physical limits. They know when to step back, recharge, and protect their boundaries. Staying unnoticed helps them avoid the distractions and demands that can drain their energy, allowing them to stay in control of their own lives. This is a form of self-care that many people overlook, but for Sigma women, it's an essential part of their approach to life. In essence, the ability to be selective with their energy is what helps Sigma women maintain balance, focus, and success. By staying out of the spotlight, they can prioritize what truly matters to them, avoiding the noise and distractions that often come with public attention. It's this sense of autonomy and control over their energy that empowers them to live life on their terms and achieve their goals with precision. 10. Being unnoticed. Lets them avoid drama and stay in control of their lives. Sigma women have little tolerance for unnecessary drama or conflict. They value peace, control, and emotional stability over the chaos that often comes with attention and social politics. Staying unnoticed allows them to remain detached from the conflicts and emotional upheavals that can occur when people's lives are constantly in the public eye. Drama tends to follow those who seek attention or validation from others. When people are in the spotlight, their every move is scrutinized, often leading to misunderstandings, gossip, and unnecessary conflict. Sigma women, on the other hand, prefer to live quietly and avoid the limelight. This not only protects their emotional well-being, but also gives them control over their lives, free from the distractions and complications that drama often brings. For Sigma women, the idea of being pulled into unnecessary conflicts or social games is deeply unappealing. They prefer to focus on their own growth, goals, and well-being, rather than getting involved in the emotional turbulence of others. By staying unnoticed, they can keep their distance from drama and maintain control over their personal narrative. They don't let others dictate how they should live or what they should prioritize, and this sense of autonomy is incredibly empowering. Furthermore, by avoiding drama, Sigma women can build stronger, more authentic relationships. When you're not constantly in the public eye, people are more likely to approach you with genuine intentions. Sigma women are selective about the people they allow into their lives, and this helps them form deep, meaningful connections with those who truly understand and appreciate them. They don't have time for superficial relationships or the drama that often comes with them. Ultimately, staying unnoticed helps Sigma women protect their peace, avoid unnecessary drama, and stay in control of their lives. They thrive in environments where they can focus on what truly matters to them, without being pulled into the emotional conflicts or social politics that often come with public attention. It's this sense of control and freedom that allows them to live life on their terms, free from the distractions that can derail their personal growth and happiness. Sigma women thrive in the quiet spaces, navigating life with a unique blend of independence, introspection, and intentionality. Their ability to stay unnoticed isn't a sign of weakness, but a source of unparalleled strength. By embracing solitude, avoiding the need for external validation, and selectively choosing how and where to invest their energy, they craft lives of purpose, mastery, and freedom. This deliberate avoidance of the spotlight gives them the space to focus on their goals, build authentic relationships, and remain undisturbed by drama or distractions. The world often equates success with visibility and attention, but Sigma women challenge this narrative. They prove that it's possible to achieve greatness without the constant need for recognition. Their power lies in their ability to work in the background, making quiet but impactful moves that lead to long-term success and fulfillment. They don't seek applause or approval. They're driven by their internal compass, a deep-rooted sense of who they are and what they want from life. By staying unnoticed, Sigma women protect their emotional well-being, maintain control over their lives, and empower themselves to grow without interference. They embrace the freedom that comes with autonomy and are unafraid to walk their own path, even if it means walking alone. In a world that's constantly demanding attention and validation, Sigma women remind us of the strength that lies in quiet resilience, self-awareness, and the ability to rise above societal expectations. In the end, being unnoticed allows Sigma women to focus on what truly matters, becoming the best version of themselves on their own terms. And while the world may not always see them coming, they are a force to be reckoned with, quietly mastering their skills, shaping their lives, and achieving greatness without the need for the world's gaze.